After 5 seasons playing in Carson, the Chargers have a new home, and it's the beautiful new SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California.
Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Dallas Cowboys.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And the Los Angeles Chargers.
Chargers offense set to go to work. Leading that offense, the rookie from Oregon who was drafted number 6 overall, Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert had a tremendous career at the University of Oregon. Ended up winning the Campbell Trophy, which was the academic Heisman. Won a lot of football games, including the Rose Bowl and a Pac-12 championship. 32 touchdown passes last year. But the reason he really got himself solidified as the first-round pick for the Chargers, a terrific Senior Bowl week. He was the MVP of the game. I thought he was the MVP of the week, the way he interacted with his teammates and opposing players, and everyone got to see his leadership on display.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Well, Charles, we take a look here at the draft class for this offense. Overall, what are your thoughts?
Well, you know the fans don't want to hear it, but it always takes 2, 3, 4 years until we know whether a draft class has truly panned out or not. And when you take a quarterback in the first round, everybody wants him on the field right away. But the best thing is if you can play the long game with him. Give him a chance to get seasoned before he has to play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Allen's got it over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Here's Herbert. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
He'll throw from the gun.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he tiptoes around defenders for a gain of about 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
52-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Jalen Smith charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Dancing to his left. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, and it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board first here tonight. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here's Taylor to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Joe Reed, the intended receiver.
And now it's 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Quick slant to Brown.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Now Pollard. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball.
Taylor hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different in that position.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Run for Pollard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll go with a big back. This is Olawale. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Joe Reed returning. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
And there's Tyrod Taylor doing what he does best. Look, he's taken a few lumps along the way, and some people haven't believed in him. But this is where he excels, outside of the pocket, making plays.
As prolific with his legs as any quarterback in the league?
I would say yes to that.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Taylor now off the bootleg. That's caught by Jackson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From midfield here, Dalton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Dalton here from the gun. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 15-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Taylor. Steps away to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months. Already we're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 37.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
12 yards there and a 1st down. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And out of the air, Dalton. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin there to make the grab. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 12, Taylor. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 8 yards. yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the gun on third down, it's Taylor. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Now Taylor to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
To throw again, Taylor. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw again is Taylor. Forced out to his left. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Pollard again. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run with Pollard. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter.
The throw by Taylor here, and that's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
That one's complete to Joe Reed. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's got the 1st down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Taylor will throw again.
Open man is Reed. He's got it.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Again, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Taylor being chased out left. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Throwing again, it's Taylor. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Joe Reed there to make the grab. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Lining up for the extra point.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Fielded in the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.